loss, game number 3, because it's very iterative. It just seems to be an iteration of what they did there. But Team Sexy, here's how they might not need the warm-up. I don't know, I'm making that call. Remember yesterday how they got into that lower bracket do-or-die match, and the fact that they were warmed up mattered? I feel like they're taking that from yesterday as well. Like there seems to be momentum. That's what it looks like for me.
Yeah, and they very quickly make short work of this, cutting this lane, and they're already starting into the enemy jungle. they're very quick to start taking advantage of their early game that they have here, and it's going to be very interesting to see, like you said, that they have learned, have team first blood when it comes to these conflict. Oh man, Prophecy does get pulled a little bit there, and a little bit more disengagements here as we move on over to the first minute.
So far, score tally, Team Sexy stole a small camp from TFB. So that is Kid down a small camp. And we're a minute away from turtle number 1. And against a Balmond, right? Against best players Balmond. Early, mid, late, it's so hard to steal major objectives away from him. So they're in great shape.
Oh, look at that pull there. Joyboy's Iron Hook does go wide there. Prophecy in a little bit of trouble there, as we do get a nice counter onto Joybaj, which does take him down. This pull from Warrior, from that Faramis, I mean, it's definitely adding a little something to these engagements, as he's able to kind of use that Phantom mode to get in there, get that pull, and pull back First Blood into engagements that they might not be more comfortable with.
It's disgusting. If you think it's the Cult Altar that made the difference in the rework, it's that ghost form really, because he goes through terrain and then the hook pulls you in, no matter how far you're from, no matter how far he went to get you there. And the fact that the sprint is on Warrior here makes the difference, and it's so gross.
Yeah, we do see Luffy in here, might have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew, but is trying to distract them while this turtle is being worked up by First Blood. Are they going to be able to get it? And we see Kid able to use that retreat to get him, but Rimuru in a little bit of trouble is going to have to disengage, so they don't have an answer. They do get that turtle without much consequence.
Yep, Shadow Stampede is what it's called. Remember the name. The SS means something else. Depending on where you're from, but the Shadow Stampede, it's so gross. Watch how Team Sexy makes the most of it. They're bringing the fight over to God mode. They seem to want to take Gina out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, I mean, this has been the story of these last matches so far. The heavy engagements onto this gold lane. We have 4 members coming in here. Joyboys is trying to get out of the way. Have that cold altar, but Gina God mode does go down there, and they are, oh, an Iron Hook just misses wide. So they're not going to be able to make Team Sexy pay for this. We still have 4 members here. They are still putting the pressure on, but very smartly, very wisely are going to go ahead and disengage after they get what they want, which was that kill onto Gina.
Yep, slowly but surely. Team First Blood, I can imagine that they might be in a mindset where they just want to keep fighting, you know, just keep trying to bounce back and maybe make short work of this comeback and stay alive in NACT Summer. But Team Sexy, I love how they're taking it step by step. This is best player in the shape that we saw him last when we spoke to him last night. He was so calm, so collected, and he knew exactly what was going on, at what stage they are in NACT Summer. And we're used to seeing him play the assassins, right? I think historically he has been an assassin main. We know he has a great Ling, has a great Fanny, but oh wait, different story up top. Warrior gets caught.
Yeah, I mean, best player, and that is the story of all decent players when they are their own worst critique. I mean, best player did talk mostly about a lot of what he felt were his shortcomings, so you know he came into this match trying to cover on that. We do have him latching onto Joybaj here. Is it going to be enough? Fatal or lethal counter does come out and does make short work of Joybaj there.
More even kilter, I think. More of a 50-50.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see because, I mean, one thing that I haven't really mentioned here is that we do have Prophecy on this Valentina. So potentially we do also have a Cult Altar for the side of Team First Blood as we move into this late game. Oh, and we do see this damage coming onto this tower. Really not, oh, I thought he caught gold there, but we do see this engagement as the rest of Team Sexy comes in. We see, look at that, that's exactly what I was talking about, the Cult Altar coming out from Prophecy there, is able to keep his team up there. there, and now we have turned it around. Warrior goes down there. Rimuru is trying to get away. Nicolette does get picked up by Gina God Mode there, and we are still on the chase. Rimuru with such a little bit of help, but is able to get away there, and what a play by Team First Blood.
TFB back on the board, and they have gotten for themselves a very small lead. Quick punish here by Team Sexy, but that was mostly because Luffy overextended and bought some time for his team to take mid lane. So TFB back in the driver's seat, I'd say, not just caught up, and another quick punish. Oh, but wait, the swing back.
Yeah, we do see Joybot got taken down there. The Cult Altar did initially come out from Team First Blood, but then Warrior got picked off. We do have that lethal counter coming out, but not able to make anything happen from it is best player. So we have basically tied the score back up. It is only a 1 death spread for Team First Blood and Team Sexy here as we move into the 6th minute.
So far, we haven't really seen Nicolette do her signature face check burst, and it'll be a while before that happens because Team First Blood seems to know exactly what's going on. Not a good look for Gina God Mode though. Ooh, that Shadow Stampede pulls him in.
Yeah, we were just talking about that right now with that pull. Whoa, we do have a pull, and the chain pop up into a Cult Altar, which is going to help top off the rest of Team Sexy as they are trying to give chase to Team First Blood, but they do spread out enough distance to be able to get away to safety.
Cult Altar so good when you're ahead or when you're at a 50-50. Look at how it made a difference here in the instant replay. Huge swing back, but Team First Blood knew how to play around it, and if I'm not mistaken, they had their own version. Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, that's what triggered it. It was off of Prophecy, so that is something that they have to watch out for, and that's what makes Team First Blood all the more dangerous. The fact that they know how to play around Cult Altar, and that they have one themselves.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about before. Valentina right now going to be even more dangerous as we move into this late game, because I was going to say Team Sexy does have a pretty dominant mid to late game team fighting ability, but then we have the Valentina. She is chasing Nicolette there. We do see Warrior is going to pull in Prophecy a bit, but not able to make anything happen as the rest of Team Sexy is kind of spread out around the map here, still kind of trying to make use of their map presence here. But a concealed play now. We do have a suppression onto this Balmond. Best player in a little bit of trouble. He's going to try to dash away. He is slowed down. I don't think he's going to be able to get away, and is an easy pick off for the rest of Team First Blood as they come running in.
Not much permanent results in the sacrifice by Team Sexy's Gosu best player, PSG. Anyways, acronyms are very funny. I saw what he was trying to do. He was trying to buy some space on the map, and then eventually maybe trade for a kill onto Luffy. But in the long run, if Gina God Mode sees you there, or Kid gets the farm off of you, might be less than fruitful. And I think that's what happened there. That's what closed the gap once more.
Yeah, and right now they are starting to close in that, well, I mean, they not close in, but they keep up the gold. I mean, there has never been more than like a 500 gold lead by either side right now. So both sides doing a very good job keeping the farm up, keeping the gold leads up there. We just need to watch out for this Franco and some of these hooks that have been coming out and some of these pick-off potentials as we are 5 seconds away from the first Lord.
And it comes up. Not as clear a take. Again, earlier, I mentioned it's closer to a 50-50 than ever. And right now, the fact that we see gold miles away, an ocean away from his squad, might actually be the difference.
Yeah, we do have that Cult Altar is activated as we start this team fight off right now. They are getting topped up here, but the first one going down is Warrior. Next up, we see Rimuru go down. This is not a good fight for Team Sexy. They are starting to disengage, but Luffy taken down by Nicolette there, and best player trying to disengage. So not exactly a total loss there, but this is going to open up and space out Team Sexy for Team First Blood to be able to pick up this Lord. We do have an iron hook on the best player who gets caught trying to come out there. He's looking to be able to steal this Lord. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get it right now, but Gina Godmo gets taken out by Nicolette, so they are still back in this cult altar of their own for Team First Blood, and Team Sexy swing this back around and are able to pick off this Lord.
Masterful orchestration of a team fight, a switch between Lord on heroes, on Lord and heroes, and Nicolette just kiting away at Gina. Right-click Kagura is what I saw there. Killed the Beatrix with a basic attack. Ladies and gentlemen, I love it. This is the Team Sexy that we came to see, and on this lovely Sunday night, this is what you love to see. That was a masterful Lord fight. It lasted a minute or so, and the use of Cult Altar, I was gonna say, I want to talk about it this way, bye Luffy. There is no middle ground. It's either you lean into it and blast the extra life you get from the ult, or you let him sit, cool it off, and then take the team fight. You really just have to know the timing.
Yeah, it's just been super amazing too, especially with that fight. We do have minions starting to crash. We're already at inhibitor towers as one falls for the side of Team First Blood. And like I was about to say, that fight at Lord, it was just so immaculate as it looked like Team Sexy had lost too much. We're gonna have to disengage, but come right back with Nicolette helping to pick up the kills and setting up for, I guess I want to say the real zone outs, which allowed Team Sexy to pick up that Lord. It's just amazing to see, especially at this tier and this level of play.
Yeah, and that now gives First Blood another question to answer. Nicolette, though, ooh, did not stand a chance.
Yeah, just a little late on that Cult Altar, not able to save Nicolette there. So now the rest of Team First Blood is engaging on here. Are they going to be able to pick up Rimuru? Looks like he might be in a little bit of trouble here. Is trying to survive with those abilities, but does get picked off as well. So that is a 2-death trade. Oh, well, not even a trade. There's an unanswered for Team First Blood, and we are still at a 9-10 game here and starting to spread out this gold lead a little into about a little under 3K right now in favor of Team Sexy.
Yep, and that swing back, the gap closer in the advantage goes over to the hands of Prophecy. He is the one to thank. The fact that he always steals Cult Altar allows Team First Blood to lean into the aggression and close that gap. Concealed play coming in.
Yeah, we do see that come in there. Now Warrior gets taken out early. This does mean that we do not have a Cult Altar for Team Sexy, and they very wisely disengage. They're not wanting to fight this without that very important roaming ability there. Another hook does come in, does connect onto Nicolette. That's not the person that you want to go, as we do see that immortality activated. Now they're going to be able to take down Joey Boys. That Cult Altar is activated for Team First Blood as Gold gets taken out, and now they are coming back here as well. We do see that Cult Altar activated for Team Sexy, and he's going to top them off as they do re-engage here, but I'm not sure if this is a fight they want. Luffy is taking a considerable amount of damage, followed up very sneakily by that lethal counter, which finishes him off.
Good trade for Team First Blood, though. Luffy for gold. Anytime you can take out the Bruno is a good time. And you keep doing that over and over and over again, and this 11-11 is going to end up into a huge lead for Team First Blood. So far, it's so clean. And now, oh, nice chain.
Yeah, you see Nicolette able to get that kill, even with that chains put onto Team Sexy. You think that they have the opening, but they don't. But First Blood doesn't. And Team Sexy able to turn it around into a kill onto Kid there. And they are going to go ahead and go into this Lord. There's not much you're going to be able to do to stop it, especially against best player on this Balmond with that combination of the Retribution and the lethal counter. So right now, in a little bit of a bad way, we do have a Luminous Lord coming in. Only 2 towers left on the map for Team First Blood.
Man, that chain was so good to look at, but there was no follow through. Half of the team was across the river elsewhere, had a different plan. So we're seeing here how maybe Team First Blood has communication problems. Maybe there was one call, and then the perfect chain knocked up 4 dudes, and there was nothing there to catch them on the way back down. So they have to work on that. Number 1, priority is to defend this Lord first. Already top lane has been penetrated, and Nicolette's bursting down Uranus. What? Luffy didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that Shadow Stampede does punish Luffy as Nicolette is able to go ahead and reclaim and take him down. We do have minions pressing down at the bottom as we have that Luminous Lord coming and stomping his way to the top. We really don't have the minions synced up the way we would like to for Team Sexy here. So they're all going to go ahead, try to make something happen here with this Lord, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to before this minion wave at the mid lane. And here they come. We do see that Shadow Stampede is going to pull back. Joy Bashu is going to flicker out of the way. Colt Ulter coming from First Blood as they do land the hook, but it hits a minion. That's not what you want. Colt Ulter of Team Sexy, their own, as they take down all of the inhibitor towers for Team First Blood, and they are going to go ahead. They've done their job. They know what they need to do, and they have disengaged.
Private, you know what's sexy? Cleaning up is sexy, and that's what Team Sexy did right there. Nothing left in the base for Team First Blood, and that's permanent damage. Those are waves upon waves that they have to clean up every single time. They have to manage that, and Team Sexy can take advantage. That makes this Lord a minute away. It is an enhanced Lord. It's a Luminous Lord, but it is not evolved quite yet. All the more a difficult hill to climb for Team First Blood. Looking at the items here, oh man, it's been tough for Joybot. Just the bare minimum, the essentials he has here. Just 3 core items. For Team Sexy though, you see that Warrior's doing great. And now another fight!
Yeah, we do see that Joybot get caught there. A Colt Ulter is activated for the side of Team Sexy, and down goes Prophecy there. Colt Ulter coming in right now as the rest of Team Sexy. Oh man, right now, they only have 2 people left. Now, the parade of minions coming in. Can Joy Boy stop it? He does land a hook, but it's not gonna be enough. We do see that lethal counter coming out. The tower is going down, and this is gonna be the first game for Team Sexy.
Oh man, short of a wipeout, those are the 2 worst heroes to have on the receiving end of a base defense. Imagine 2 tanks, a Uranus and a Franco. What do we do? I don't know, man. What do you think? That was it. The writing was on the wall. Team Sexy played this game